let me know who's there. No,
Oh, okay.
but I love to hear. I mean, they love to hear.
I know. That's how I got here.
All
That's how I
right.
got here to the basement of Ellen J. Goods.
Wait a second. Why? Oh, let me turn this around. How do I turn it? Flip it. Whoa, there we go. That was quite a view. Hey, hello and welcome. And I'm going to come and adjust this a little bit because I don't like crooked things so much. Hi, Chance.
Lynn Lewis.
So, welcome. It is Wednesday. This is the Basement Chronicles, where we go live every week, one project at a time, sometimes two, to clear out our basement and make room for my upholstery area. Because I am itching. I got itchy fingers to do some upholstery. Welcome in. Say hello. Let us know that you're here and watching.
Lynn Lewis is here. Elsa Marcus is here. Stephanie B2, Mary Jo Lowe, Mary Casey, Shelley McDaniels, Lisa Friend. Hello, ladies.
So, poor Megan has a very injured foot. We are just a mess this week, aren't we?
A little broken. We're making it work.
We're a little old and broken. We sent Shirley home yesterday with a couple of bad knees saying, don't come back today. My back is improving. Cheryl's taking one step at a time, and poor Megan has some kind of a terrible tendonitis on her foot. So, it's Cheryl and I. JR's doing some things in the background. But I'm really happy about today's project because, and I know, like, we kind of, you know, are doing the same thing. You're seeing me paint furniture, you're seeing me decoupage, but truly, it is the way for us to move these pieces from here and get them up on the sales floor to sell them. These are things that have been down here, and it's like, oh, you know, we shove it to the back. I'll do that later. It needs a little tweaking. It needs a little fixing. And we just put it aside and then go buy 6 more things, right? So if you do furniture, you can relate. I know you can. And you probably have a husband like mine that is saying, enough. Actually, Miss Cheryl Macedo, we took Cheryl on a little tour of JR's workshop barn.
Be still, my heart.
She's like, you don't ever need to go picking again. You guys have got really good stuff in this barn.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, and she kind of made me pledge that 2023 is the year of no buying, no picking from other people's stuff, because we got a barn full that we can fix up, use, bring over, and sell. So, I don't know. I don't think 2023 is going to be the Barn Chronicles.
Ooh, I like it.
I don't know if I can make JR commit to that every week. So, anyway, if you can relate, let us know.
Elsa wants to tell you it's her first live because she got a text message.
Elsa, yes you did. Thank you for joining us with the text messages. Later when I upload this video, I always put links in the description box. That's down below. So there's a little arrow that you can press and it opens up a whole dialogue details box. And I always list and link to the products that we're using for this project. And I also, there's our address, our email address, the text number where you can be a part of our very exclusive little Ellen J. Goods text group. All right, so it's the way you get notified that we're going live and that we've got something new to share with you. So here's what we're going to work on today. And actually, this was covered in Christmas, kind of.
Yes,
it was. And when I went back, I'm like, hey, wait just a minute. This was yesterday, maybe?
Yeah.
And we have this incredible cast iron table base. I don't think you can see it. I'm going to try to kind of tip it up a little bit. And tell me if you can see it. Do you see it, you guys? Can you see it, Cheryl?
Waiting. I can't reply to comments. It's YouTube.
Oh, you're not able to reply to comments. Okay.
Oh yes, we can see it.
Beautiful.
Red stem.
Look at this incredible cast iron base. And so
Show the chairs.
it has 2 matching chairs, straight up 50s. Are these not retro Christmas colors?
Christmas
Yep.
diner.
2 of these, and they have a really pretty little plaid, just very subtle plaid. So I was back and forth, and I know that maybe I hinted at the fact that we might do use the pretty and plaid stamp on this, and when I came down, I was literally going back and forth, like it was black, and then I told Shirley, no, paint it white. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I don't want white in the background for this table. It's not going to look right with the plaid. I was thinking more like red and black and just a little bit of white. So, but everybody confirmed that I said twice, I yelled twice, white, white.
It's true.
And so Shirley did a beautiful job of painting it white. And now I'm glad she did. Because what we're going to do is we're going to use our Roycycled Buffalo Plaid paper. And I just think this is going to be so sharp. It's going to coordinate. I don't have to try to match the red color with this because, hey, Buffalo Plaid, Buffalo check goes with everything,
Sure does.
right? So we're going to piece this on here. And then what JR did, because this was kind of a homemade tabletop when we got it, and he already cut the trim pieces. So we're going to paint those so that that can trim out the outside of this table. We'll get this done tomorrow. It'll go up on the floor in our beautiful retro Christmas
Which is coming along.
colorful section, which is so different for L&J Goods. But I'm excited about it. It's just this wonderful, happy little corner, isn't it? Isn't it, Cheryl?
It is.
It's a happy little corner.
You know what? Stephanie B. and Joanne said that you camouflaged your top with your paper.
Well, yes. Everybody's been
Unintentionally,
noting that. And hey, you want to look at this? I'm telling you, look at this is like almost an exact measurement.
Very
Oh, I'm so glad.
Very cool.
And so what I'm going to do though, and I'm hoping you guys can see this, because I'm going to need to piece this. And I don't want to overlap, so I gotta cut this edge off and this edge off. See that? And then we're just gonna decoupage it on there. We're gonna be using our fabulous Funkiture Rock Hard Top Coat. We have it available in 2 sizes, and man, you guys are going through this like it's water. Really, like
Good stuff.
it is good stuff.
All right, let me say hi to some folks who popped on since the last hello. Joanne Sykes is here. Melissa J.J. Jacobson is here.
Hello.
Jeannie Henricks, Jan G, Wendy Zolzaninsky, Judy Gruntlock, JR just entered the room.
J.R. Brundage is here.
This is a name that I just love. Roo Roo 2. Roo
Roo 2.
Yes.
Oh.
Catherine, Mary, Patty, Ruth, Leslie
Honest to-
Weber. She noticed your shirt matched as well.
Honest to goodness, you guys are we have the best people. Sure, come on over and say hi, JR. We'd love to have you here.
Kimberly,
I can't see a thing.
my first time catching you live. Oh my.
Do you recognize those of you that order from us? Do you recognize those
Oh, I
stickers?
love that.
He got Megan a fancy new sticker label maker, label machine, dispenser. She's going to be very happy.
Between that and her pink knife.
I know. And he gifted her with the pink razor knife.
Yes.
And that is vintage as well, I believe. Who else is there? I'm sorry. I
Oh, that's
interrupted
okay.
you.
And if I've repeated your name, please forgive me.
No, that just means you're both bonus.
Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Carla Harrell. Shelley Mussman. Melissa McCracken.
Like, you guys just keep showing up, and I love that. Cheryl, I say it every week. We have the best people.
We really do.
We really have the best
I'm part of
people.
this. We do. Oh, but we do.
We have the best people. We certainly do. I am going to pull that over just a little bit because I want to line that. I'm just really doing my measurements now, which, if you know me, I'm usually just like slap it on and see what happens.
And it works for you.
Well, most of the time.
You know, if
You don't see what happens behind the scenes when I'm like, I gotta sand this all
See, 'cause
back and
everything-
do it again.
Everything's fixable. though.
No, it is fixable, and we try to get it right the first time. All right, so I just want to make sure that I am at the edge, and I'm really just doing this for my mind's sake, like visually, to be able to see what we're doing. Because once I wet this paper and get it down, it's down, man. It is down.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Like in tiling, wouldn't you balance your two edges? So then you would have half of one
Maybe,
here.
or the other thing I could do. No, I'm not doing that.
No,
but
you're
that would
right.
be cute.
Wouldn't it?
Oh, so JR's
That's a
saying
good point. That's a good point.
you're right. You're absolutely right, JR.
Again.
That's why we have you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the reasons.
I like
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got home last night after our workshop, our private workshop, and had a most lovely surprise. I'm going to share that in a little video on Instagram. That my dear husband did a little something for me that made me very, very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, JR, does that mean that I should
Hi, Jane.
come this way? The same? Like go the same? Do
Do the same thing.
Hi, Laura. Forever Bijou.
Let's see. This is
Beautiful name.
wrong.
it is?
This has to be
Oh, you're right. So I need.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
like over. You gotta go.
Okay, but I need to. So I need to trim this off, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's try that.
Oh,
Yeah, that is what we have to
but
do.
you'll have to push it back.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to get this off of here. Boy, am I glad I didn't do pretty and plaid.
Plaids are tricky.
They can be. Do you know that there are so many different names for plaids? Right? There's tartan and
Watchman.
watchman and Spartan and which of course reminds me of the Spartan cheerleaders. All right.
Over. Yes. There you go.
Okay, now I see it.
And then you want to kind of balance this side and that side.
Okay, I got it.
Got it? All right.
Jane Brown is on board. She said extra eyes are always good.
Oh my gosh, that is for sure. Well, JR and I have been kind of joking with each other that lately I have been coming up with the very best ideas.
tell them that. It's
Very
not fair
best
to me.
ideas for home construction. He's like, I never thought of that. Lynn, that is great. And then he's been kind of like, yeah, I think you should do this, or I think you should do this, or
Oh, you're talking decorating or arranging the floor.
oh, he's very good at floor layout. I
I'd say.
will always concede to you there. I didn't for a long time, did I?
Nope.
But
No,
I
the
did.
way we started was, all you wanted me to do is start a corner, and then you could take it from there. And that's how, when we first moved in 433 next door, that's what we did. I just put one piece in, 2 or 3 pieces, and then you just flowed from that point.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it worked.
Christy would like to know what paper you're using.
This is our Roycycled Buffalo check. and I will link that below. But if you go to our website, ellenjgoods.com, and give a little bit of a scroll. All right, I'm losing patience here. I'm sorry.
Do we need extra hands too?
Here we
No,
go.
we're good.
I've got an idea.
Oh no,
Oh.
JR's got an idea.
He's full of good ideas.
Oh, I got it.
Kathleen said that the plaid names are for clans for the Scots.
Yes, I believe that is
Scottish.
true. Okay. So let's.
Hi,
I
Christy.
just want to make sure that everything is. So we got here and we've got here, which I think is right. That's
That way
good.
you can pull it out.
You're
Ooh,
right.
we have some clamps.
He has tools.
You just
Yeah,
have
Jane
to-
wants to know if you're for rent.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
So that I
There you
don't
go,
get
Jane.
a lot of this. Jane Brown.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, Jane Brown. And he's only 3 hours away, Jane.
Melissa wants to know if the clan is buffalo.
Buffalo Clan.
Yes, it is, JJ.
This is the Buffalo.
Wherever Bijou
Clan.
wants to clone you, JR. That sounds high tech.
Did you need me
Does
to
it include a trip to France? Bijou? Forever Bijou.
Forever Bijou. I like it.
So you know what I'm going to do? Just because I am going to put this piece on first. What do we think of that?
I think that's
I think
brilliant.
it's a really good.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Are you leaving us? Oh my god.
I'm gonna go buy.
Stand by.
I'm gonna go buy garbage cans. They're on sale, and we lost our one here in this area to the trash people, which I don't know how that happens. They never will pick them up.
Well, we
You ever try to throw
love-
away a trash can? You can't.
How do you throw away a trash?
You gotta cut it up
You're gonna
into
take it to the dump.
pieces. Yeah.
Oh my gracious. So you guys, we have our Funkiture rock hard top coat. We are the only retailers of this lovely product. And it is literally weather resistant.
Yes, it is.
I mean weatherproof, I should say.
Yes.
Heat and cold proof. Jer has used this, haven't you, on your workbenches
I
and
use the leftovers when we.
yeah.
I'm gonna use it on my workbench at home. I got a whole bunch of tiny little bits of leftovers. I'll box them all together and I'll put them on my workbench at home.
He,
It'll last 3 times, 5 times as long because
he's
of that.
actually going to use it on his sailboat, right? Because that is what it's intended for.
Unfortunately, we didn't have any when I did it.
When you got, yeah, I know.
I used a spar varnish.
So I'm just laying a nice generous coat here. Melanie teaches the spritz method, which I don't have my Mr. But oh gosh.
Do you need it?
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna lay that. I'm just gonna go for it.
Gonna wing it.
But maybe I should wet it. Maybe I need my Mr.
Where is it?
Or is there one over there?
We're gonna keep them down for the one.
I usually do have one down here.
Look at that doggy. I'm looking.
Maybe,
I'll get it.
okay, thank you. All right, so while I'm waiting for that, it'll take just a second. This piece behind me is one that I am going to paint up. I don't know that we'll finish this today because I don't know if I can bend all the way down here. But this has already been prepped. This was a piece that we picked up and it had a shelf missing. The whole shelf, or I'm sorry, it wasn't missing, it was warped. That whole bottom shelf was kind of very thin and it had warped terribly. So JR built a new shelf for the bottom and we filled in the holes and made sure all the veneer was tight. I'm just gonna paint this black, but I'm gonna paint the drawer white, and I think as kind of a little companion look, we're going to use, we're going to use the Royce Neutral Ticking just on this drawer piece here. All right, so we're gonna decoupage that right on there after I paint it white, of course. All right, so that's kind of the look we're going for, and I think it's gonna be stunning, stunning. All right, let me give this another quick coat just to make sure it's still wet.
I think I'm gonna need a fancy butter dish now to put my decoupage medium in.
I know, yeah. You know when you make a bad buy, you guys?
You gotta
Like-
use it.
I literally, we went to make some purchases one time, and hold on, I can't talk while I'm doing this, otherwise I'm gonna be like, that's where it goes, right there, right there, and I did not spray it. I spray it. Oh gosh, I am a hot mess, I'm telling
Well,
you.
you got 1,000 things going on. All of them good.
Okay. I lightly missed the back of it. And I'm going to lay this in place.
Forever Bijou is actually Brenda. Brenda Bijou.
Hi, Brenda Biggio. I love your name.
Do you want to know your decoupage medium again?
This is our Funkiture Rock Hard Top Coat. And I gotta tell you, it's wonderful. I love this stuff, and I am so thankful to my friend Jane for sharing her product with me so that we could continue to make it available even after Jane gave up and is retired from her business. I really do appreciate that. Okay, and I've got some saran wrap. I'm just going to kind of press this down using a gentle pressure. And let me tell you, I am by no means an expert decoupage person. I am not.
You do all right.
I want to be so much better than what I am, but
Christy, yes, there will be a link for the top coat at the end.
yes. Because Cheryl is watching from her account, she's not able to,
I'm no Megan.
you know, and I forgot to tell Megan to go see if she could go live. Do you want to text her?
Sure.
Are you able to text her and see if she can
Drop
go
some
on and
links.
answer comments and provide some links? But a little bit later today, when all of this uploads, I will go in and I'll put all the links in the description box below. Okay, so let's get that down. That looks really good so far. But we made a really bad buy, Cheryl. We went to pick up, I think, vintage chandeliers, and this woman who was a wonderful acquaintance that we knew from our church, and she would make, you know, that thing with like plates where they make bird feeders and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
all
Cups, they glue.
that. Yeah, the
yeah.
cups and the plates and
Yeah.
and so I'm looking again. Wow, she really did a beautiful job on them.
I can do that.
And I thought, well, yeah, of course I'll buy your bins and bins and bins of glassware.
Yeah.
About ready to donate them to the Amish who love making those kinds of things.
You know,
So,
you can always repurpose those things as well.
yeah, but I've been using, and when somebody, I know when I first started using some of these plates and stuff, people's like, oh my gosh, you're actually pouring into that beautiful crystal plate?
Yep.
Yep, I am.
Yes.
Only the best.
Absolutely. Fine china, Waterford even.
Yep. So I am using my new favorite top coat brush. This is a zebra, Palm Pro, and this is specifically made for top coating. And I gotta tell you what, this is an amazing brush for, I think it's under $12. And it's, I love it. I just love this.
Do you love it?
You know what? I love it. All right, shall I? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, what a good
They're
one.
crazy.
Yeah, that's,
I do like paintbrushes with a stubby handle.
they're wonderful. They're
easy to hold.
ergonomically,
Yes.
they're fantastic for those of us with arthritic thumbs, aren't they?
Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Oh God,
Okay.
I gotta pick this. That's it, right? Can I have a second set of eyes?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
To be sure. I think that's the pattern right there.
Butt it up. Good.
I just want to get this edge lined up, man. This is PC McPC here. Excuse me while I concentrate. Sorry.
Oh, Christine thinks the sound isn't good. Is it a microphone issue or is it just
Maybe because I'm pointing down and I wasn't really talking?
maybe?
Could that be?
Could be. Christy wants to know about the misting of the paper. Does it help it to not bubble?
Yes, it does, as it dries. So my sweet friend Melanie from the Painted Bench Hamilton in Canada taught us that technique when we had our retreat. And by golly, it really does work. So when paper dries, it's going to want to shrink, and then as it dries, what?
Jane says she tries on her paintbrushes before she buys them.
Yes. So,
Oh, Judge Judy said the sound is fine.
okay, good. It might have been just because I was kind of aiming down and I really wasn't talking.
Judge Judy is your daughter.
Oh, hi, Megan. Welcome. So, if I can get this straight, it's like we as the paper dries, it needs a place to go. So those wrinkles, it will shrink as it dries. And the only place it has to go is up into a wrinkle, This is the way Melanie explained it to me.
Melanie from.
Painted Bench Hamilton.
Yeah.
And so,
Shout out to Melanie.
yep. And so that is why we wet the paper. We wet the paper so that it's going to dry at a more consistent rate with the top coat, wet top coat that we're putting it into. Does that make sense? And then when we're done getting this paper on here, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put another coat of top coat over it while it's still wet.
I have heard just walk away from the second layer because it will come back and it'll be flat.
Absolutely. 9 times out of 10, that is exactly what will happen, Cheryl. So we're giving it just a light mist.
Royce is pretty good too, giving tips about her.
Well, she's the ultimate, right?
She is. We can't call her the decoupage queen because Teresa might be upset.
No. Royce is the decoupage master.
Okay.
This paper will stretch as it's wet too, but it's all going to kind of like suck back in, and it will dry beautifully. It really will. I always pray, hope and pray.
And does misting the paper give you a little bit more time to reposition?
Not necessarily, but it does make our paper a bit more tender.
Oh, did you just?
So you have to be cautious about how much pressure you're applying to this.
Paper, after all.
It is paper, and it's tissue paper. But I did a piece at home on the thing that JR surprised me with, and I used rice paper, and I did this method, and I was like, oh shoot, it looks like there's wrinkles. And honestly, the next morning, it was fine. It was just fine, yeah. So when I peel this back, I want to peel it back to reveal that wet edge so that I don't have any gaps in the medium here. And I'm just going to work a little section at a time. Maybe I need to watch some of Royce's videos. No, I mean, I do okay. I do all right.
Yes, you do.
And again, I'm one of those people too. I really am like, if this had a wrinkle in it, I am not going to let it stress me out.
No,
I'm really not going to let it stress me out.
Yeah, we don't strive for perfection.
You can't. Like, don't we have enough stress in our lives?
We do.
Really? We do. And so to stress over a wrinkle or two is just not my thing. I mean, I'm always going to try to do the best I can and improve with every project.
You only missed on rice paper? But
No, I
this is
missed-
tissue paper.
This is tissue paper. I missed it on this. And I love our Mr. Mister. It's like the perfect shot of water. It doesn't just keep spraying and spraying and
It's
spraying.
a fine spray.
It's very fine, but it's like just the right amount. You know, there are some misters that I've used that literally it's like you stop spraying, you take your finger off the trigger, and it just keeps going and going, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just sprayed the walls. It sprays in my face.
Humidifier.
Yes, exactly.
Jane said that this is much more relaxing than the dresser. I'm assuming she
Oh
means the skaters.
yes. Oh my
A couple
gosh.
of-
Yes.
She held her breath through the whole thing.
Yeah. Working on a flat surface. It's the only way to go.
Definitely.
Promise you.
So much
the
easier.
only way to go. But wasn't that dresser beautiful?
It is.
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful.
It is.
So we will.
The blending that you did was exquisite.
Oh gosh, and that's why as I think about like 2023 and the fact that we probably are not going to have our basement cleared out by then, but we have plenty of projects to work on, furniture projects. So I've really been thinking of the furniture diaries, and Megan is, I know she is not happy with me, but I think that we will be able to then, instead of trying to just do a project in an hour, I'll be able to like show you, okay, here is that decoupage piece, the skater piece, and then next week I can show you how I finish and how I blend it. And I think that that would be valuable for all of us.
Because not every project is only 60 minutes.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And it's tough to find.
Megan said that's a no for me.
Oh, no. You know what, Megan? Right now, I can see she is calculating. It's like, well, Mom can do this by herself.
Frozen. Someone else mentioned.
Oh.
Thank you, Stephanie.
We're back because I'm on low battery. Ah. Okay, I'm back. This may be just a half hour today. That might be next week. I always choose more projects than I can.
Well, it's good to have a backup plan.
It really is. And we found what we thought we were going to do over in the barn today.
We have 4 backup plans today.
Exactly. Yes, we do. Okay, so I'm good with this. This looks great. I do have a few minor little wrinkles in here, but guess what? They're gonna go away. Doggone it. See what I did?
Overworked it.
I did. I'm gonna lay it right back down.
Crisis averted.
Crisis avoided. We're not stressed out about that at all. If I were, you guys, here's what I would do. I would cut a little patch from that and put it over top. But I think it's going to be okay because we're working on that white background. So, all right, let me, okay, we're going to get a little bit of gently. That's why I like this too. It's very, very soft bristles, so I don't have to muscle it, you know.
Carla has a comment. She said she'd love to see you work more with Monahan papers.
Oh, we have done so much with Monahan papers on our Facebook page. We have done private classes. We've done workshops during COVID using Facebook workshops that we did for free. We sent out Monahan paper kits. We've done a lot of that. We really have. I love Monahan papers. But I will definitely keep that in mind, Carla, because they're beautiful papers. They are beautiful, beautiful papers.
Is it just easier to decoupage on furniture with a bigger? Monahan papers are small.
They're smaller. I mean,
not designed for furniture.
If you see a Monahan paper that you really love, you can and want it in a larger size, you can always message me and we can get that. But sometimes larger doesn't translate well. Because it becomes a little more pixelated. It just depends on what the pattern is, or how she has saved the original.
Monahan papers are thick.
Yes.
Because they're definitely thicker.
And I love them. I mean, again, it's one of those things, you know, when people ask me, well, what's your favorite paint? Or which one do you like the best? Which decoupage paper do you like the best? I love them all.
Yeah, they all have a purpose.
They do. So we're going to let this dry. And when I come back tomorrow, I will take a sanding block and sand the edges off of this. And JR will add the trim around the outside. And we'll have it ready to go upstairs. And I think it just will make the cutest little, I mean, I can even picture this on a porch.
It's adorable.
Right? With a really fun basket of greens and a basket of greens underneath it. Or a red bucket with greens and snowballs and
so cute.
Like, look at those lanterns. Look at our lanterns over there. Could we please?
I shall.
Oh my gosh. Like, here's what I would do if this was on my porch. You know what I would do? And we have these in the shop. These come in 3 different sizes. You put a little luminary candle, like those flicker candles we have, and pop a group of those on there.
Adorable.
What a cute little porch display that would make.
Adorable.
Maybe just put a wreath around one of them.
Yes.
With greens. It would be cute. That's how I'm going to stage it when this is done.
Cute.
And I'll link to those buckets too when we
Will
get
the
them
frame
out.
be black?
Yes, it's going
Lovely.
to be black.
Perfect.
So let me check my battery here. And hope and pray we are good. We're still live. One of the rusted urns on the table. Oh, yeah, except this has got such a retro vibe to it that I don't know that I would use.
Yeah, rusted is
That
almost
urn.
industrial.
Yeah, this is a little more
Kitschy. Retro.
industrial, diner
Diner.
look. A diner
diner
look
in
in
Medina.
Medina. That's right. Okay. And I can look at this and I see there's a little bit bubbling up. That's okay, because when it dries, it's all drying at the same rate, and it's going to shrink right down, and it'll already be coated.
There's a little non-glare spot
Oh.
right there.
Okay. Thank you.
See?
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna at least show you how I'm gonna prep this drawer for woman. And pray that I can, I'm just looking to see if I can plug in. Oh, I can't because I can't charge. Well, I plugged in there.
We'll have to talk to somebody at Apple.
We will just have to talk, but I'm gonna at least prep this. So I have Fusion Casement. I always use white where on the areas that I am going to decoupage. Do we know why, students?
Let me be Megan. I do.
Cheryl, please give somebody else a chance.
I will, Mom.
Okay. I love, you know what I love? I love how a piece of furniture that was broken and messed up and
Seen better days.
it's just full of filler and holes and all of that stuff. And we fixed it all up and you put a coat of paint on it and it becomes something like incredible. You know what would be adorable? If I had like little red glass knobs to put on this. But we could put red wooden knobs on here. That could be cute, right?
Yes, well that's the accessory, so you have to wait until it's
I do.
looking
I
her
do.
best.
Yeah, it might not be for everybody. So that's all I'm going to do of this white.
JJ loves ticking, by the way. That
Yes.
was Melissa. Melissa JJ.
It is a beautiful, all the papers are great. They really are. Let me move this. And again.
Jane Brown gets the prize. She said yes, it shows the paper color better when there's a light color underneath.
Oh, Jane.
Jane, you're the
such-
rock star today.
You're a good student. You are A+. A plus.
A plus.
A plus plus. You're a plus plus, Jane. Clear away my
Oh,
stuff.
Christy said it too. Makes your paper
Oh
pop.
my gosh, well,
I'm sorry, Christy.
we're going to move both of you to the front of the class. How about that? Let me grab another brush real quick and check my, I just don't want to run out of battery before I say goodbye. Oh my gosh, we have 73 people watching on YouTube.
Yes, we do.
That's pretty cool. That's good for us. Oh, can you see that? That there's 73 people
I
watching?
can. Always, yeah.
How is that? That is so cool.
You can see it on Facebook Lives as well.
You do?
Yes.
See, I don't pay attention to that, but
Oh, because you're busy.
I know. I can't. JR opened these for me.
Is that one open?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm choosing a dark color for this because I don't want to mess with bleed through issues. I really don't. I sprayed this drawer with Bin, a shellac based primer, to seal in any wood tannins or stains that might come through when I apply my decoupage medium. But just to give you an idea of,
Guess who's here?
oh,
Patrice.
Patrice, are you back from Missouri?
She said she's late. I don't know what that means.
Well, you know what, Patrice?
You're never late with replay.
Megan, please make a note of that in Patrice's file.
HR.
Look at this beautiful medallion piece here that could be something wonderful.
Look at the legs, the front
The
legs.
legs are gorgeous.
See, Megan's not here to make cracks about leg jokes.
No, she's not.
Are you, Megan?
Is she still
Yes,
with us?
Patrice is back. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Jane. Megan says she's on it. Come here.
Girl. But like, how classic is this? And it holiday time of year, I'm
It's gonna be
telling you,
beautiful.
who does not need a hall table, an
Right.
extra landing
Yes.
spot in a dining room, just for stuff? to put at the end of a hallway to create a display.
For a
My
buffet,
goodness,
for
yeah.
a multitude of Christmas trees,
Oh
for
my
your
gosh.
decor,
I can't wait to
for
stage
presents.
This is gonna look so good up in our
It's gonna be big.
retro area. But yeah, I mean, I love painting things, all the colors. I really do. I love blending. I love all the colors. But as a shop owner, I gotta tell you, this is the kind of stuff that sells.
Yeah.
Most often, that is what sells.
It's classic.
It is classic. And I'm using Fusion because I'm not doing blending, but I do have a wonderful dresser back there that I will be using Debbie's DIY paint with, and we're gonna do some texture, and we're gonna take like a 1970s colonial kind of style dresser, and we're gonna put a lot of texture and wonderful neutrals, but with a lot of texture and interest. We'll be doing that.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you, Corinne. She said, everyone, show support and hit the like button.
Thank you, Corinne. I haven't mentioned that. If you're still with us today, leave an emoji. Let's
YouTube.
what kind? Yeah.
Can't do emoji. Can you? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can.
Well,
But let's
you see
think of
who's
what.
on.
Is there a buffalo emoji?
Probably.
Somebody name an emoji. If you're here to the end with us, like let us know that you stuck with us. And who's gonna name a cute little emoji?
I kind of like the sloth, but not what it represents, but it's cute.
Today.
It's cute.
We need something red or black or
Oh, everybody's look. I don't know what this is, but is it a goat?
black dog.
Salvage?
Black dog. Yeah. Hey, whatever that little guy is. Shannon, tell us what that is. But let us see that emoji.
No. Oh, Megan, how cute are you?
What?
It's a buffalo, they said.
It is a buffalo.
Hi, Shannon. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty. It's
Looks
not
like
like
a skinny buffalo.
it's not like a Buffalo Bills buffalo.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect. I love it.
It's what you get when you type in the word buffalo.
All right.
All right.
We
We'll
can
take
work
what
with
we can
that.
get.
Yeah. So Fusion, as you know, I love it because it has a built-in top coat. It literally, like this pint of paint would literally do a dresser and 2 side tables. Easily. $23.99.
It's bagging.
You just don't want to over saturate your brush and over paint. Do a few light layers. It is self-leveling. Are we getting lots of buffaloes?
We're getting lots of different things.
Oh, good.
There's a cat coming out of a box. And
Love it.
Shannon likes the hedgehog.
It's hey. Give
What
us
color
your favorite
is that,
animal.
please?
This
Is that
is coal black.
okay? Cool.
Coal black.
Cool.
Sometimes under our fluorescence, it can you might see a little bit of a blue undertone, but it truly is a beautiful black. And I'm gonna lose this. So this piece right here, in case you're local, and when I put this on our website, you want to purchase it. It's not this tall. It is up on. I have this up on wheels and rollers, so.
Thank you, Megan. Christy wants to know, even though it has a built-in top coat, do you ever still wax it?
Every now and then I do.
Really?
I do. I
For the
very
sheen?
rarely add a top coat to my pieces that I put in the shop because if you have prepped it appropriately and if you have allowed it to cure completely, you really shouldn't have any issues. Now, if I want a different type of a finish, I may wax it a little bit. I will put a dark wax over it or black wax,
Rich.
and it'll give it a little bit of a sheen because Fusion does dry to a very matte chalk-like surface, and even then I compensate for that chalk-like surface by brushing over the finish with an ultra fine sanding block, and it buffs it right down to silky smooth finish without any additional wax. Now, if you are going to put a finish on Fusion, please keep in mind that the reason that we don't recommend it on dark colors is because paint has a cure time of almost 3 weeks. Paint cures by evaporation, so water evaporates. You think about a steaming pot of boiling water for spaghetti, and that moisture that comes up, right? The moisture and water comes up out of the paint as it cures and leaves behind the resins, the pigments, and all of the stuff that make a hard surface. If you were to put a plastic type of polyacrylic over that before it completely cures,
Can't breathe.
that it's right. You're trapping those water vapors in there. Think about when you put the pot on a boiling, or put the lid on a boiling pot, it condenses
Yes.
up under that lid. So that's what is happening, and why we always recommend waiting to let this completely cure. And or if you want to finish on this, use a wax, use the ebony stain and finishing oil. I've had great, I love that look too on these dark colors. And the waxes that we use are so buttery soft. They're so easy to work with. You only need a little bit. They require very little buffing, and I love it. JR had to completely rebuild this too.
Oh, there's a bison. There's a buffalo.
Right. Oh,
There.
good.
Good job, Jeannie.
So you can see all the repairs. JR put in new drawer stops here. He rebuilt the drawer. I mean, this was a wreck of a piece, but I got it because I knew this is the type of piece that people are always looking for.
Beautiful. It is beautiful.
I'm excited to get it done to show you and stage it and take a pretty photograph.
Corinne said that she painted a round 2-tier table with oakum and added a light rub of gold gilding on the edges, and it is so beautiful.
You know, oakum was one of those colors that Megan always says it was like her least favorite color until I put it on that skater dresser. There is something rich and beautiful about that color. I bet it was gorgeous.
Jane, the color is coal. COAL.
Yep,
Coal.
coal black. And you can find our paints on ellenjgoods.com. You can find our rock hard top coat on ellenjgoods.com. There's a little search bar that you can use and just type in Buffalo Plaid, coal black, and you will easily find that product. And also, if you scroll down on the homepage, there are categories of products. You'll see Fusion Mineral Paint. You'll see finishes. You'll see brushes. You'll see decoupage papers. Roycycled has a category all on its own.
Will you wait until it's cured to put it on the sales floor?
I usually try to let them sit for at least 10 days, and then I'm very gentle with them. So I'm not going to pile a bunch of stuff on top of a dresser that has not completely dried. And I also take an extra precaution just to be sure. Like I might put a throw on. I'll put a piece of
Beautiful piece
or
of paper.
I'll put a piece of tissue paper. I'll put
A protection
a
layer.
Monahan paper or something, and then I'll put a pillow on top of it, or I'll put a throw folded on top of it. I'm not going to stack it full of ironstone at this point.
Treat her with respect.
Let me check my battery, because I think we're going to have to say goodbye. And we're just about at doilies. Yeah,
If
we
you're a doily
could.
girl,
If you're a doily girl, absolutely.
cottage core, coming back.
what did you call it?
Cottage core.
Granny chic.
Granny chic.
Who has heard of granny chic? I guess it's a thing.
I'm
right?
glad I'm not the only one that tries to twirl my paintbrush.
And granny chic is a thing, huh?
It
Is
is.
that the next iteration of cottage core? What? Yeah.
Let's see how long that lasts. I mean, it's been around forever, right? Since people
Since
have
our
had grandmas.
In fact, I showed you that settee,
Yes.
and I'm like, oh, I could so easily upholster that, and you're like,
Reupholster it.
yeah, and you're like, no,
No.
leave it the way it is. It's all needlepoint and red, and
And it's perfect for cottage core.
it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any here, thank you so much for watching. As Corrine mentioned earlier, please, we would love it if you show your support. And if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would love it if you'd subscribe. We'd love it if you give us a thumbs up. Please leave us a comment. We love hearing from you. And don't be shy about asking questions. We just appreciate your support so much. Every time you comment or subscribe or interact with us here, I'm done.
If frozen means done, then baby,
I
you're cooked.
said everything.
Somebody said, I guess we're done. Bye-bye for now.
All right, I'll say a quick goodbye. I don't know what everybody heard, but please give us a
Support us.
subscribe, share, a comment, interact with us. It helps our algorithms and will get our video noticed by more people on YouTube. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. We'll see you Friday upstairs when we are going to decorate the King of Christmas tree. Bye.
You are live again. Oh, thank you, Jane.
All right, I gotta try.
Stephanie said
Could you
they
please
heard it
hold
all.
this?
They heard it all.
They heard it all 2 times,
You
right?
heard frozen, but the sound was still good.
Good. Okay. See you guys.
See you tonight, everyone. Saying.
Yes.
Those are your people.
They are our people, and we will